I've got a pen and paper.
Hello and welcome today I can never speak. Tonight's presentation of the 5-step blueprint to 6 figures online. So using digital marketing products and programs. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the presentation, and then we'll leave questions at the end. And of course, if you're watching this recording, you can always message me privately and ask some questions or leave them in the YouTube chat. But I'm going to share my screen now. And I'm in Zoom for some reason. Right. There we go. And I'm just going to move this up here. And then I'm going to share. Present, I mean. Yep. Okay. So the 5-step legacy builder blueprint to 6 figures online. I just want to draw this to your attention. You may want to screenshot this for future reference, but this is basically an earnings disclaimer because everyone's earning capacity is going to be different for various different reasons. And this could be because of your experience, your effort, and it can be because of market conditions as well as your personal skills. So no earnings, projections, promises, or representations are made about your earning potential. This is true, literally to inspire you. So acknowledge that the use of our information should be based on your own due diligence, and agree that we are not liable for any success or failure of your business that is directly or indirectly related to the purchase and use of our information, products and services reviewed or advertised. So by engaging with our content, you agree that you understand this disclaimer and accept all risks associated with business activities. Okay. Beautiful. So if you screenshotted that, that's wonderful. So I want to ask you a question. Are you here because you are ready to learn how to make passive daily pay online, but you don't know where to start? Now, can I say I was a total newbie to this. I do have some experience in social media and stuff like that through my previous businesses, but I was a total newbie to the digital online space. So it is beginner friendly, and you'll learn more about this as we go along. So I'll introduce myself. My name's Danielle. I'm a mum of 2 teenagers and have worked as an energy, business and mindset coach for the last 25 plus years. I've worked with thousands of people to create their dream life and business. And now I'm empowering people to create their own online business and or to upscale their existing business in the online digital marketing space because it is a very growing industry. As you've probably seen, AI has taken over. So I've joined a community that believes in family first. So because your family is really important, they talk about a lot how you need to make this work around your family, not the other way around. And that was really attractive to me because at the end of last year, I was extremely burnt out from traveling interstate and overseas with my job. And when it got to the summertime, it was a blessing in disguise because one of my classes got cancelled, which was meant to be overseas. I didn't have my kids with me. I'd arranged them to be with their dad. And I spent most of the summer on the couch scrolling on TikTok because I didn't have the energy to do much else. And I kept watching people make money online, really, really curious about it, but didn't reach out to anyone. And it had been in my awareness, to be honest, for a couple of years. I'd played a little bit with affiliate marketing, but because I didn't know what I was doing, no one showed me. I didn't reach out to anyone. I hit a wall. I also tried to play with a digital planner. Again, didn't know what I was doing, hit a wall. And this is what I've loved about this, because this will share with you step by step how you can do those things. And it took actually until I saw a lady that I knew through social media, a friend of mine through work and stuff like that, making quite a bit of money doing this. She's now retired from her real estate job. She retired after 1 month because the money came in so thick and fast because it is in high demand. And in April, she made 20K alone, and she was like trying to track for 10 and like literally doubled it. So she's already made her well, she's set to make 6 figures. So I think she's made about 75,000 so far since January. So the 5-step blueprint our community used to learn how to make passive income online. And I'm going to share some stories with you about other people in our community so that you can see that what the possibilities are. And these are people, just so you know, they're just like you and me. They're no one special. They're grandmas, they're manual laborers, they're people who haven't used the internet before. So that's how beginner friendly it is. And it's not for the elite and special people to be making some extra income. So I love this lady. This is Marianne. She's made over 100,000 since January 1st of 2024. She's a mother of 3, grandmother of 6, and she's looking to retire soon. And she drives around in her little RV, right? So that's her. So she just needs her phone and some Wi-Fi and she's set to go. So she's done really well. Michelle, our mentor that teaches all the trainings, you will have seen her perhaps in the sales funnels that have come through, the automated emails. She has become a self-made millionaire in 17 months by following this step-by-step blueprint. So she's a mum of 6, 2 are still at home, and she's got 5 grandchildren. And she doesn't come from money. So she has one of those hard luck stories where her daughter was in hospital. She had to go and work her jobs and come back literally and have 2 hours sleep attending to her daughter. And then she had over 20,000 USD fees in hospital, like expenses, and looked at her life and said, I don't want to keep going down this path. Like, what am I doing? And that's when she took a chance on this and then has now launched her own business with it. She's great. She puts in so much time for everyone. It's really beautiful. Her target is to make 1,000 6-figure income earners in the community, and her other target is to make 1,000 millionaires. And she's very generous in her time to help people just like you and me. So this is Jenna. She's made over 300,000 in 9 months, and she was a teacher that was dying for the weekend and the summer break. So dying to get out of her job, literally. Amy has made over 100K in 9 months. Was working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day, a single mum, and escaped the 70-hour workday. What a machine. Daryl has made 158,000 in 5.5 months. And this is the guy, he was a welder for 14 years. He was fired. He had high credit card debt. He ended up homeless for 3 months and went, he had no plan B. So he looked at, how am I going to make some money? I need to get a home. I need to pay off my credit cards. And he looked at the online space and thought, okay, I'll give this a go, and invested in it. And look what he's created in a short amount of time. And Victoria has a really great story too. So she's made 380K in 11 months. She's a mum of 3 boys with special needs. So 2 of them have special needs and 1 has autism, and she's an army wife. So she's on her own with the kids regularly because he's always off, doing the army stuff. And she's been able to create this empire for herself, which is really awesome. So if you think you don't have time, there's people that, are able to create this. And so, yeah, you can fit it into your day. And I've just shown some other wins. Like there's people like Bethany who made $10,000. Latoya, $1,000 before noon. And Crystal became their newest 6-figure income earner just recently. And there's one over here, 600 ding while creating content. I can vouch that I've often made money in my sleep. So I've woken up in the morning and there's been money dropped into my bank account. And it's such a shock and an amazing feeling too, that you've got a system that's working for you that enables you to have that. And Alison, also another 6-figure income earner. She made 100,000 in 6 months. And another lady over here, 10K in less than 3 weeks. So lots of beautiful wins. So I'm going to take you through the 5 steps now. And step 1 is basically promoting a product or programs that are in high demand. That's what you want to put on your radar, something that's in high demand. And of course, the world is going digital. It is very, very popular. And as we all went through COVID, that's what increased the popularity because we were all at home. And then people don't want to go back to work now. They've gotten the introverted stay-at-home bug. And so there's people still out there trying to look for ways to make money from home so they don't have to be around people or at work. And the digital goods economy is already a gigantic USD 950 billion market, which is huge. And the e-learning industry, so this is its progress, just so you know how much it's growing. It did 950,000 million in 2019. It averages 1.2 billion a day in 2024, and it's projected to hit 3 billion by 2027. So it's a really good time to jump in and play. It just makes sense at the moment to promote a product that is growing at a rapid rate. And I don't see the e-learning industry or the digital space going away anytime soon. There will always be things added to so that you can build your knowledge in this area. So you want to promote a digital program that's proven program and that makes you 100% profit. So our product that we sell makes you 100% profit. So if you sell the Legacy Builders program, which is a $900 product, you will receive 100% profit from that product. Now, if you were to sell like a lip gloss or something like that, you would only receive 25% profit out of that because there's manufacturing costs and things like that involved. It's a physical product. This is not a physical product. It's online, it's digital, so it doesn't have those same overheads. So your $900 product gives you $900 and your $900 product over here only gives you $225 just to break down the maths. If you're a maths person, which I'm not. So your lip gloss equals $9 and you would have to sell $100 of those lip glosses to make your $900. Whereas over here, you only have to sell to one customer and you've made your $900. So if you can imagine, and I'll get to that in a minute, but if you can imagine that you sold one of those a day, that's 6,300 a week. And then that's $328,500 a year that you could potentially make. And even if you just sold one a week, like how much would that create in your life? And even if you sold one a month, like we could all do with the extra income of $900 even. So start to look at what your income targets are. What would be fun for you and what would create the life that you're asking for and to live. Like, do you want to go on holidays? Do you want to go out for more dinners? Do you want to pamper yourself? Do you want to gift to your friends and family? Like, what kind of Christmas would you like to have? What kind of summer would you like to have? And right now, I guess there's a lot of people struggling financially. The cost of living is really high. People are losing their jobs. People have really buckled down. So I was speaking to a client the other day and she's not getting any commissions on her sales at the moment. She's working in sales for a makeup company and she's not making commissions because people aren't buying as much. They've really strapped in. So what if you didn't have to be that person and you could go and get, a fancy dinner, a fancy jacket, some fancy shoes, whatever it may be that floats your boat. Or maybe you might want to save for a house. Who knows? So promote a digital marketing, digital program that's a proven program that makes 100% profit for you and daily pay directly into your bank account. Promote something that gives you the ability to learn and earn at the same time. So this program does exactly that. So I did a digital marketing course in 2019. I paid $4,000 for that course. I no longer have access to those trainings and I literally had to wait till the end of the course was finished before I could apply what I was learning. And that's the same with a degree that you might do. You might wait 2-3 years before you can actually apply or get a job with what you've learned. The thing that really attracted me to this because I don't like to do things in short of like slow time. I don't like that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, let me just get at it. So I loved that I could learn and implement what I was learning straight away, which enabled me to have income straight away. And that's what we all want. We don't want to be waiting. Sell something that helps others. So I love this. I'm empowering other people to create wealth. I'm helping them to get out of their struggles financially. I'm helping them feel relief about their financial situation. That makes me happy because that's what occurred for me when I, bought into this program and bought the training. When I started to make an income, I felt relief because I was burnt out. I couldn't work as much anymore. I was too tired. So that affected my income. And I was not able to pay my daughter's dancing fees at one stage. And that scared the shit out of me. Sorry to swear. It scared me because I thought, I'm tired and I don't know how I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't know how I'm going to get ahead. So that's where I was at. And you may have your own struggles with finances or whatever it may be. Or maybe you just want the extra income, who knows? And also people want to feel a part of something. The thing I love about this program is that we do have a really vibing community, and we have community challenges where you can run alongside people that are high achievers, they're doing really well. And that's a great vibe to be around because it lifts you up too. You want to be with people that are going to take you on a journey. And that's something to get excited about. But if you don't want to, you don't want to be a part of the community, that's totally fine too. It's not necessary, but it is a great part of it. So you never feel like you're alone at home on your computer. And so our Legacy Builder program is super popular, and it made 10 million in 89 days. So it's basically averaging 112,000 daily, which is huge. And that 10 million went into the pockets of people just like you and me. So people that are in the community, that money went to. So not someone at the top, not someone who's elite, not the pyramid program where you have to climb like I've done some MLM back in the day. I was really bad at it, by the way, tried my hand at it. And the amount that you get for what you sell is so minimal. And then you have to do ongoing fees and it's such a headache. And I just bombed out. Like I was like, I'm done with this. And I never really went into them for the selling anyway. I went into them for the product. The product excited me. And it was the fact that people would ask me about it. And so I would organically share it. So next, are you ready to stop trading your time for money? I couldn't work any more hours. I was on a hamster wheel. A lot of my commissions were going to the company that I was using the tools from. So in one of my financial years, I paid $20,000 in commission. That's a lot of money. And then, not to mention the ongoing training that I had to upkeep to use those tools. So you can see why I was like fried, because when you're like working really hard and you're trying to get ahead and then your money keeps going to someone else, plus the tax man, it's hard. And I know you know what I mean. And then you just like, I don't do this anymore as much as you love your job. So step 2 is you want to have a fully automated business. And this program teaches you how to have a fully automated business. So this is how people will discover you or discover your product and learn more information. They'll put their email into the landing page, and then this business will go about, this automated system in the background will go about sending out emails to your perfect customers, because they've come to you, your perfect customers, and provide them with valuable information. And so those automations will turn into passive income for you. And the statistics is that if 10 people a day subscribe, that 1 out of 20 people will buy. So 10 people a day subscribe. So you want to get 10 people into this landing page here, then 1 out of those 20 will buy from you. And that's that formula that I talked you about earlier, the 900, the 6,300 and the 328,500 a year, which is what you have the potential to make. And you can already see Victoria's already done that in that previous slide. And these are the payment gateways that we use. However, we are just setting up Square as well. So you can also use Square. And if people are coming to you from different countries, because we're accessing the world, we're not just accessing Australia here, we're accessing everywhere. You're going to have people that have other gateway requirements, especially when you're working with Africa and places like that. So they'll have their own system to set up too. And then you might probably wondering, but what happens to the ones that don't buy? Well, your email automations will kick in, and this is what gives you a rejection-free business. So you won't have to have people calling me up going, I'm not interested anymore, or I don't want to. They sort themselves out with that. And so now that your business is on autopilot and you can be sleeping and playing, you could be on holidays, you could be anywhere, you could be shopping, what comes next? You need to get your business discovered. So how do you do that? We have the ultimate discovery system. You'll build a brand, including faceless branding. I am recording, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, just checking. I always get like, am I recording? I always have this heart palpitation about it. You'll build a brand, including faceless branding. Now, faceless branding is very popular these days, and it's great for people who don't want to show their face, who are shy, or who might not be able to because of like privacy reasons, security reasons, and things like that. And then we do a copy and paste free ads to free ad websites. So it teaches you how to do that. And then we've got social media. And there is literally 5 billion people just on social media alone. 5 billion. Isn't that crazy? And of course, you've got so many different social media platforms too. So again, your invisible empire, your complete guide to a faceless brand. You've got your classified ads. This is all free, by the way. So they teach you how to do this free. So you're not having to outlay extra money, extra money, extra money. You can if you want to, but it's not set up that way. Because we want access to people that are, you know, just like you and me, that don't want to be overspending. And then you've got your social media, and you've got things like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and Pinterest and YouTube and TikTok. And all of these platforms behave very differently. So you'll get training inside the modules, inside the program, that will teach you how to monetize from these different social media platforms. And we do all of this in a 2-hour workday. So just 2 hours is all you need. If you want to do more, you can. Some days I do. I'm going to be honest with you. When I initially started, I did way more than 2 hours because I was learning and I was like a sponge and I wanted to like soak it all in. So I binge watched lots of the training, and I was on school holidays, so it was the perfect time. And some days I don't do that because I also go to floristry school 2.5 days a week, and I have to batch create on the other days so that Monday and Tuesday I can focus on my flowers, which I created that bunch the other day. So I can focus on that, and all I need to do throughout the day is just make sure I post. And I have my posting times, and you will have yours. We're all different. I do 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 5 o'clock, but that is for TikTok. TikTok needs more posts, whereas Instagram and Facebook don't. So it's less. And then YouTube's different again. And then LinkedIn's different again. I haven't even got to LinkedIn training, by the way. I'm just doing what I want to focus on for now, and you can be the same if you like. So in that 2-hour workday, I'm copying and pasting free ads to high traffic websites for free for 30 minutes. I spend about 30 minutes on that, but just so you know, it's all templated. So you copy and paste. Once you get really savvy at that, it's like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, and it's like really quick. And you could actually reduce that time if you wanted to, or spend it somewhere else. Then you've got 3 pieces of content which you need to create a day, which takes you about an hour. And then that includes editing and stuff like that. And again, as you're learning, it probably will take you a little bit longer and then you'll get really savvy at it. Now I'm so fast, I'll make a TikTok whilst I'm like in my dressing gown, or like chopping up some food. You just get really creative, or walking with my dog. I'll just like, okay, I'll just do it now. And then my other 30 minutes, I learn, I respond to comments and emails. And again, like this is just an idea. Your structure could be slightly different. You could do more, yeah, or do what I do, which is batch create. So I have time on the other days. So step 4 is relate. You need to be relatable. So you need to be able to stop the scroll. And how do you stop the scroll? And you start with a hook. You have a hook on the video, something that hooks your audience in. Like you might write something like, I was shocked by this. And people go, what was she shocked by? Then they want to watch it. It's quite funny. I always I watch hooks and I know it's a hook and I can't help but watch the video because I want to know what the thing is. So clever. You want to ask a question or share a story. You want to stand for something, even if it's polarizing to people. People love that. You want to use trending music or sounds, and you want to add descriptions, and that will help you stop the scroll. But again, in the program, the trainings, it teaches you all of this and will even give you ways and ideas. So you can copy and paste an idea until you get savvy at it. Today, I was watching a video and she was teaching us how to use ChatGPT. And if you're a newbie or if you're totally out of content ideas, you can use ChatGPT to help you. And so she was showing us all the little tricks and I'm like, this is so cool. So how do you stop the scroll? No, you got to know who your perfect customer is. So your perfect customer will be different from mine and each of us, we're all unique. I talk about my burnout, how I couldn't continue juggling my kids and traveling overseas. So I had to look at something that was going to work around them and be able to still see private clients and go to school. So I use stop the scroll hooks and I do a CTA to invite my potential customers into my Freedom Machine. So your Freedom Machine is that automated system and a CTA is a call to action. And that's literally saying something like, say yes if you'd like to learn more or ready to say more. That's your call to action. And then step 5, your new customers, which you'll need to mentor in the beginning to help them along their way. They might have some tech issues or they might, need you because they're a little bit stuck and they might be a deer in headlights or where to start first. You're that safe space for them until they're on their feet and kicking goals. So a recap, step 1, you promote a product, make 100% profit. Step 2, automate your business so it's working for you 24/7. Step 3, get your business discovered so you don't have to find customers. And step 4, stand out by relating with your content, which sends people back to your automations. And you might be thinking, this sounds so good, but I know nothing about promoting products or sales funnels, social media marketing, stop the scroll content, or how to know who my perfect customer is. And this is where this amazing program comes into play, which teaches you all of this. So you don't need to know. It is beginner friendly. Child's play, literally. There's apparently what did I read the other day? 11-year-olds doing it or something, or 14-year-olds. They're savvy with this stuff. So why not? My daughter's working at McDonald's and I just think, oh, she could just smash it at this, but they're on their own journey. How do you get started? So once you buy your program of choice, you become a part of the digital growth community, which is here. And this houses all your products. And these are inside the digital growth community. It has a whole lot of resources. So we've just started a legacy sprint. So a 90-day legacy builder program sprint. And it teaches you how to make 30K in 90 days. So every day there's a little snippet of a video that Michelle invites you to watch. And it just keeps that momentum going so that you have something to strive towards. Because you can imagine if you just got trainings and you sat back, it just kind of like you could get lazy with it. So currently in our community, we've got 30.2 thousand members. When I started 3 months ago, it was at 14. So it's doubled in 3 months. It's good to know about the growth there too. And our most popular program is the Legacy Builders program because you get so much for your money and it allows you to have 4 income streams. So when you buy the $900 product, you can sell the $900 product, you can sell the $600 product, the $300 and the $100. Gives you those 4 income streams. Because I had someone buy the $100 the other day. She only wanted to learn how to set up landing pages and things like that. So that meets her needs because she's got some other things going on that she's working with that can help her with that. Yeah. So I love that I can assist everyone wherever they are, wherever their income needs are. And when you buy the $900 program, you get these exclusive bonuses. So you get the digital growth community, the Canva crash course, the My 1 Million in 17 Months blueprint. So she teaches you what she did to get there. A 30-day market strategy growth plan, how to start an online business with MRR, and 200 digital product ideas. So you can create your own digital products with this program. And you can also do affiliate marketing as well. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can do with this. This is not just about on selling or flipping a course. It can teach you how to make your own products and have your own community too. If you want to go that direction, like the world is your oyster. It also gives you mindset message marketing to your first million. Absolute gold. Michelle, right throughout the whole program, talks a lot about mindset, how important mindset is. And she even has a lady that's a celebrity mindset coach come on to do a couple of trainings with everyone. And I've found that so helpful to the point where I've done it a few times. I sit down and I write what she's taught us. But I've also shared it with my daughter, and we sat down last Saturday night at the dining room table and did this mindset thing on paper. It was very cool. And so you get all of that for $900, and it's basically worth $1,900 USD. Now, I heard Michelle just say the other day, the mentor that created this training, that she believes that the Legacy Builder program is actually worth $10,000. And the reason why she says that is because every week she adds new training. There is nothing that you will ever get where they're adding training all the time. Like, it's just unheard of. There's always like, well, we have to pay for this, and there's this, and there's this. So and one of my clients, actually, customers, said to me the other day that she was on a call with her, like a training call, and she went for 4 hours just so she could answer everybody's questions. That's how generous she is. So there's your 4 income streams, the $900 one, and then you've got your 600, the 300, and the 100. So if you wanted to buy and you didn't have the money or whatever the reason, and you started off, say, with like the 600, you can actually upgrade later, upgrade to the 900, but you've got 30 days to do so. If you don't do it within the 30 days, you actually have to pay the full price again, plus the $29 website fee, one off, by the way. So again, you need to determine your own paycheck, and that's unique to you. And it's about how much work you want to put in as well. So how much would you like to earn yearly? 1, 2, 500,000 or more, just in 2 hours a day. And then, of course, I did talk about the community challenges that will help you get to that target, which was the 90-day success sprint. Now we're 6 days in for that success sprint, but it doesn't matter. The videos are so short, you can go back and watch them from day one and catch up. I started the last 90-day challenge we did. I started late because I bought in late, and I just kept going. I kept watching them. Even though I was behind time, it doesn't matter. And what you'll need to get started is a GoDaddy domain name with a .com address. You'll need a GoDaddy email. You'll need your $29 website fee, which is one off, that houses all your trainings. Your payment for your product of choice. So that's my website when you are ready, or if you are ready to start. And then you need to be able to set up a Stripe, PayPal account, or Square. And also and I need to preface by saying, if you also don't like tech, which I don't love tech. I actually have someone here in Melbourne that sets up the landing pages, sales funnels, and connects all the payment gateways for you. And she charges 140 AUD. And I pass my customers that don't want to have the headache of tech with her. But all of the information on how to set up your landing pages and everything is in the training. So you don't necessarily need that, but if you want it, it's there. Yeah. Because if there's any tech issues, I'm not a good person to ask. I might be able to help you a little bit, but I'd be able to steer you to someone that will. And there's also in our community, there's a tech, like you can go in and go, like, I've got a tech issue, and they'll help you. They'll answer your questions. So I'm going to stop my share now. And I can... Oh, actually, what I'll show you is this really cool thing. Okay, where's my stuff gone? I love how this just moves around. Oh, because I need to press escape. That's why. So I'm just going to go over to school, and then I'm going to go into wins. Okay, so this is our school, this is our community, and you can see in the background, you can see where it says all wins, introduce yourself, tech and Kajabi support, social media. So you can click on any of these and even type up in the search bar anything you want. Like you could type in the search bar LinkedIn, and then all these people that have asked questions about LinkedIn will pop up, and you have your question already answered, and you might not have to,
Yeah.
So yeah, I love this because you can go in and you can see all the people that have like made money, like $1,800 a day, almost $900 in the last 7 days. This person saying, I got over 1,000 followers, which is really cool. $1,600 morning, a month's salary in a couple of hours. So yeah, they're all sharing their wins, and it's just super inspiring. And then we can go back here and you can get in here and and find lots of like content, your content vault. And what else have I got? I don't think I've got it up. Oh, actually, no, it's over here. So this is where all your trainings are housed. So because I've bought the Legacy Builders program, this is my products, and these are my exclusive bonuses. So I just jump in here. Oh, it doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. I was clicking on the wrong thing. And then I can just start. There's all the training. Away you go to play. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the back end and what it looks like a little bit. So get a bit of an understanding of what it's all about. So I'm going to hand it over to you. Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Let's clear my throat.
It made sense, but I was just trying to work out. I'm like, so what you're actually buying is training of how to do pretty much like your online marketing with digital learning.
Yep. So the e-learning. Yep.
Yeah, like your e-learning. But then also in that, because I'm like, oh, so that's where you're making your money, because you're just on selling this
You
training.
can on-sell. That's one way.
Yeah, so you're on selling the training, but then you can also develop your own e-learning products. Is that, have I got it right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So it gives you 200 product ideas. So if you went in there and you went, I really like to sell my own product, but I don't know what, you could sit there and look at the whole PDF of the 200 product ideas, and you could just come up with one.
Yeah. And then with the GoDaddy website, is that something that's in there that will help you to set that up, or is that something outside of the training that you have to do?
So it'll show you where to go to set up GoDaddy, But
Yeah.
GoDaddy is not inside the training. You need to go to the GoDaddy
Yeah.
website.
GoDaddy out. Yeah.
Yeah. And think of a really cool name. Like, what do you want to call your business? And you would usually only use 3 words or less. You don't want a longer website name. And then if it's available, and purchase it. And the great thing about GoDaddy is it's pretty cheap. It's not overly expensive. I think I ended up with my name and my email. I think I paid like maybe $75 roughly from memory.
And is that one off, or is that a yearly?
So that was a yearly one. I didn't, you can do 3 years, but I didn't, because I didn't know how this would go. I wasn't sure. I was like, I hope this works. Clearly it has. So I'm like, oh, I probably should have done the 3 years. But yeah, you do whatever you feel comfortable with, and you just upgrade it. Well, not upgrade it, renew it later. Yeah.
Yeah, you renew and then you do it for the longer
Another 3 years.
So that's where, So GoDaddy ends up being the website vehicle for you to put all the content in.
Correct. Yeah.
And
then we also have another program called Systems.io, which is free. And that's what houses all your sales funnels, your landing page, your emails, your email contacts. And once, you like sign up with them, that's also affiliate too. So when you purchase the program, whoever purchased the program from me, I give them the affiliate link for that. So if you ever decide to upgrade later for whatever reason to like the $29 a month, system, I would get 60% commission from that. So that's another incentive and affiliate that you could use as an income stream. So all your customers would then get your link and get 60%. You would get 60% from them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I kind of understand it.
Yeah.
It's just all like the little bits and pieces that all fit together for you to put everything in. So then it sends everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's until you're actually doing it, like even when I bought, I'm like, I don't even know what I kind of just didn't, I knew what I was buying, but I didn't know the scope of it. And it's not until you're in it and you're playing and that it becomes like it all just drops in. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I know like all the social media stuff that you were saying, I pretty much used all of it, but except for TikTok.
Right.
So I don't know how that really, I know it works with reels and stuff. I know the basic things, but
and all the trainings in there for that. So even though I've got TikTok and I knew about and I played in it, I still learned stuff. Learn it because I'd never been live. I'd never gone live in TikTok. So I had to watch the video to learn how to go live on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, and even it was funny because the first 3 times I went live, I still didn't know what I was doing. And so I couldn't see where the comments were. And I'm like, where's the, how do I, and I'm like, how do you turn this off? It was so funny. Like people who were watching must be going, oh my God, this woman. But, like you're just learning and you got to give it a go. As I say, you can't go anywhere if you're in a parked car. So,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I also, just so you know, I started all my social media pages from scratch except for Facebook. So I did brand new TikTok, brand new Instagram, brand new YouTube, kept my Facebook the same. And the reason I did that was because I didn't want to market to my friends and family. I wanted to go way bigger than that. And if you focus your audience on those people, then the algorithms will kind of contract.
Just stay small.
Yeah. So I had to, it was like, it's so interesting playing where people don't know you, they don't love you yet, they don't like you, that you're just nobody. And you're learning to attract people. And that can take a bit of time too. Like it's not an overnight thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you, like when you did those, did you call that the same name as that you used for like your website, or?
So
did you keep it like uniform like that or have it different?
Yeah. So initially I was going to go faceless and I didn't want to show my face and I wanted to keep all of this really private. And that lasted about 4 days. And then I went, oh, actually, like, because I like speaking and I'm okay with being in public and
Yeah.
speaking to people and doing videos. And I was
Yeah.
finding it was harder to be faceless, like faceless. It was harder for me.
Yeah.
And then, so because I'd called everything digital daily payments, the great thing about the pages is that you can have two names. So now, even though my username on TikTok is digital daily payments, it says Danielle digital marketer.
Mm.
And then on my Instagram, it says digital daily payments, but it says Danielle digital marketing mama. And I've
Okay.
loved that for TikTok, but I can't do it because it doesn't give me that many words. But
Yeah.
I want people to know that I'm a mum and that, that I'm doing this around them and they're important to me. So they're part of this creation.
Mm.
Yeah. And it makes me more relatable too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like the faceless thing is okay, but given the amount of like scammy, spammy stuff, people want to know that they're dealing with a real person.
Yeah.
I
So
think. So
it is
do you think that that's a difference as well?
it is a longer game.
Mm.
Apparently, I haven't done it, so I can't speak from experience, but
Mm.
what
Mm.
Michelle has said and what people in the community have said, there is a longer game with it because the likability and the trust factor is going to take a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
in saying that, I always ask this to people, when was the last time you bought something online from someone that you didn't know?
Yeah.
Like we do it all the time,
Yep. Yep.
literally.
Mm.
We don't know who they are, but we see something like an eyelash serum or I don't know,
Mm.
whatever it may be, some weird contraption we can like crack our back with. We're like, okay,
Mm.
I'll buy that.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
doing it all the time. So keeping that in mind, if that's the route you wanted to go down,
Mm.
people are having great success with it. I've seen some beautiful Instagram faceless people, like where I would go, oh yeah, I'd buy from
Mm.
you. Your aesthetic is stunning. You're
Mm.
pulling in. There's people in our community that are doing it. They kept it from their husbands because they didn't want their husbands to know that they were doing digital
Mm.
marketing. Kept it a
Yeah.
secret, went faceless, made a heap of money, and then went, oh, and confessed. And their husbands were like, oh, that's really cool. And
Yeah.
to be a part of it too. So
Yeah, because you can have, just because it's not your face doesn't mean that you can't show meaningful things,
correct.
and
Yep.
and sort of go with the mystique and the intrigue that way, I guess.
Yeah. So I've
Mm.
watched one lady, she shows her back and her hair, or she might use a cap and
Okay.
sometimes dances around the kitchen. And
Yeah.
she's creating, her brand is just beautiful.
Mm.
But there's so many ways. And then, like if you didn't want to go faceless and you wanted to talk more or speak more about maybe spending more time with your grandchild, like that could be your story.
Mm. Mm.
So you've got to think of ways or something that's true to your heart,
Mm.
that's going
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get people in the core.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I actually just watched one of my customers' Instagram pages today. I stumbled across it and it's so like, I'm so proud of her, what she's created. It's really cool. I'm like, well done. Like,
Mm.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have, like, apart from your 2 hours, do you do regular meeting catch up things, or do you just, once you've got your customers going, if they need to check in with you, you just do that?
I've just had everyone checking in with me privately.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more personable, I feel, and
Yeah.
I'm always here if you need um, to ask, any questions at all.
Mm.
If you want to have team, like that team feeling, you can go through the community and go in the trainings and do stuff with Michelle.
Mm.
And I wonder if maybe I might do something similar like that in the future with my people. But
Mm.
I tend to find that, and I found this with the lady that I bought from, that I really needed her initially in the first month because I was like, oh, this and that and
Mm.
whatever. And then I just don't, I don't even, the last time that I've contacted her, maybe 2-3 weeks ago about something. Yeah, you just learn to fly, and I know I've got so many resources, but I also know she's there if I need her. So this is an MLM. It's not that whole team building thing.
Yeah. No, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, been there, done that, got the tips out. We're too busy. We're busy people, but it's there if you need it. Do you know what I mean? Like it. Yeah. So, any other?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty straightforward, but
Yeah.
you know, again, if you sort of work in your techie stuff, it's sort of a little bit easier than someone that's not. Yes. No, it's good.
Cool. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is fun and it's interesting, and I'm learning so much, and I know this is lifelong skills that I can use for any business. Like if I decide to go online with the floristry stuff, like I have some ideas with that, with dealing with flowers and stuff like that. I know that I have this whole platform to be able to like market it better than I did my last business. So I can take that skill anywhere now. Yeah. Cool.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So if you want to know more, you always know that you can reach out to me. I'm here. And if you want to start, let me know. I can always send you the link for that too. And yeah, it was cool catching up with you again.
Yes.
Way.
Now, no, I'm like, I've got to find out more about this stuff. And I'm like, I'd love to come and have a cuppa with you and find out. But I'm like, I just,
The time.
Just time. And it's like, no, I want time back. Because what I'm working at the moment with, and you would know yourself, what you can make with the energy healing an hour is really not what I'm getting paid for what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I miss spending time with, Rosie and Jamie, because that's what I was doing when I wasn't working, but I needed to work. So it's kind of,
Yeah. I know. And I get it. And the other thing is too, like I've had massage therapists buy this product because they're also burnt out and they've spent years massaging bodies one after the other, and they have to do a lot of bodies to get to that $1,000 mark, that $900, right? I worked it out. It was something like you'd have to do literally maybe 8 massages, 8 Australian dollar massages to get that $900. That's a lot of your time too.
Yeah.
Even though I love working with private clients, if I had to do 10, 20 clients a week, say, for example, that's just too much for anyone.
Yeah, because then you've got to, you can't do back to back every day because you've got to have time for yourself.
Yeah,
for recovery. So
yeah. So that's why this is great, because it's you get to structure your day the way you want. And that lady that I bought from, she's a grandma as well. She's retired, retired real estate agent. So she just takes her grandkids out every day.
Yeah.
And they're loving it because she was never there, and she wasn't there on Saturdays because she was at auctions. So they're like, oh my God, I've never seen you so present and available for us. And so the family just loving it.
Yeah. And that's what's important to me, because I want to be the grandparent that my kids didn't have. Like that is so important for me to be able to give them that.
Yeah. It skipped a generation, didn't it? Those boomers.
Yeah, it's like, my mum met Rosie. So Rosie was born on the 7th of August last year, and my mum didn't meet her until, I think, around Christmas. Because it was like she wasn't interested, and it's just heartbreaking for me because, Jamie and her used to have a really great relationship, and then,
It's weird, isn't it? I've got the same with mine.
She never came over, and it's like, I'll drive over to Jamie's. It takes me an hour, I don't care. I'll go and cook a meal, or go and hang out with you, or go and do stuff. And I didn't have any of that with my mum. She never come and cooked a meal ever.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's yeah, it's important that I have the time to do that. So yeah, I'll definitely sit down and have a look at this.
Yeah, beautiful. And I'm here if you need, so reach out. And I'm so glad that we got to like catch up like this.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm like, no. I sat there, I've cooked my dinner. I'm like, no, it's nearly 6:30 because I knew it was 6:30. You know what I was thinking with your time? It might be because it's is Michelle in the States or is she here in Australia?
She's in the States, but it's not. It's my
It's
actual,
not a time clock thing.
it's my clock in the actual computer. So I need to take it to Mac, I think. That's the problem.
Yeah, might just need a reset or something.
Needs a little, or I might need to just on and off. That might fix it. Who knows?
Turn it off for 30 seconds and turn it back on and it's gremlins.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. No worries. Thanks a lot, Danielle.
See ya and bye everyone.
No worries. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.